So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so week 15 of the NFL season is coming up. And for the Chicago Bears, they will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles coming out of their bye week. A very tough matchup, but in this video, as always, I'm going to give y'all 3 keys to the game that I think the Bears should do to be able to win this game. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. The Bears are coming off their much-needed bye week and being thrown straight into the snake pit, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, the Eagles, the best team in the league, with possibly an MVP candidate in Jalen Hurts. So this will not be an easy game by any means necessary, but without further ado, let's get straight into the first key, and that brings us to the man of the hour. Number 1 key when you play the Eagles now. You must find a way to contain Jalen Hurts, especially with his legs. Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback, to say the least. He's had a phenomenal year. He has led the Eagles to one of their best seasons in recent years, and he's generally been the front runner for MVP this year, in my opinion. But part of the reason is he can hurt you with his arm, but he's so dangerous with his legs. He can single-handedly beat you with his legs at any moment. And that's because he has such a great team around him, but most of it is because of him playing so well. It finally took him, it took him a few years to get under his feet, get the rhythm and timing of the NFL, but he's gotten it and he looks like a superstar right now. And part of that is because he's using his legs. I mean, he's best when he's using his legs, creating things while being under pressure. He's an improviser. He can make those throws on the run. He can really break down a defense when you play against them. So for the Bears, they're gonna have to keep him contained in the pocket, not let him get outside the pocket, which is a very tough ask for them. They might have to keep a spy up at all times because he's just too good to let him run around and kill you with his legs, because he can get 30, 40-yard gains by himself, just like Justin Fields can. So, number 1 key, contain Jalen Hurts. Number 2, AJ Brown is a monster, and you must find a way to stop him, or at least slow him down. I don't know what you got to do. You either have to double team him, triple team him. I don't know. The guy's incredible, especially playing with Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown was good in Tennessee when he was playing with Ryan Tannehill, and they stupidly traded him to the Eagles with one of the young budding quarterbacks of the league, and now you see what happens. This dude is a monster. Last time I seen him play, or I think last week, they played the Titans, and he basically got that GM fired by himself, because AJ Brown is a monster for Jalen Hurts, along with Miles Sanders and Devontae Smith. But AJ Brown is the guy you got to stop on that receiving core. This guy can get separation. He can catch the jump ball. He's extremely fast. He leads the league in separation and contested jump ball catches. So you're gonna have to find a way to slow him down. I don't know if Jalen Johnson can do that, but so if he can't do it by himself, you're gonna have to double team him. You got to find a way to take him out of his rhythm. Try not to play too much man against him, because he'll just blow by everybody on our team. Kendall Vildor is too small. Jalen Johnson might be a little bit too slow, and Kyler Gordon not experienced enough. So they're gonna have to at least double team him with at least Jaquan Brisker always watching him at all times. Keep a safety back there. Never let somebody go one-on-one with one of the best receivers in the league. If they can do that, which is a big ask, and contain Miles Sanders, of course, and watch out for Devontae Smith. But if you can contain AJ Brown and make him, have a slow game for himself, that will give you a good chance to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And if the Bears do that, they have a decent chance to win. Number 3, for the Bears, you're going to have to find a way to put up points against this Eagles defense, and part of that comes with protecting your quarterback. As you know, the Eagles have a very good pass rush. They have a very good D-line, and they have a very good secondary. They have a very, very good defense. They're a top 10 defense, if I'm not mistaken, and a top 5 in sacks and pressures. And for the Bears, who struggle with getting their quarterback sacked, Justin Fields has been the most sacked quarterback in the league this year, giving up. I think the Bears' offensive line has given up 22 sacks. I think it's 32 or something like that. But either way, that defensive line for the Eagles, you're not going to be able to run on them as much because they still have Fletcher Cox. They got Ndamukong Suh, Robert Quinn. What's the other dude's name? Josh Sweat, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That defensive line for them, I still think they have Brandon Graham. I don't know if he's injured or not, but he's still a deadly monster on that defensive line. That Eagles defense is incredible. They got good linebackers. They got good safeties and corners. That Eagles defense really took a step up this year. And moving the ball against them is going to be very difficult, especially being down, Darnell Mooney. We don't know if David Montgomery's going to play. We don't know if Khalil Herbert's going to play. So, going against the Eagles, I don't know. You're going to have to find a way to get creative with moving the ball. Maybe you have to get Justin Fields more involved with his legs this week. I know people don't want to risk injury, but you might have to be able to move this ball against this Eagles defense, because they come to play. So if I'm the Luke Getsy, I'm thinking of the most creative play calls I can bring into Sunday, and try to get these corners on one-on-one coverage with Chase Claypool. Get some jump balls downfield, because more or less Chase Claypool is going to win that matchup. Of course, you want to establish the run, but be creative with it. Be creative with your play calling. Don't be monotone and don't get conservative. And the Bears should have a chance to win this game, but it's going to be very difficult. So if they do that, if they are creative on the offensive side of the ball, and they're able to move the ball without being too monotone or being too boring or being too predictable, they should be able to move the ball on this Philadelphia Eagles defense. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But the final score I have for this game is 100-0 Philadelphia Eagles. No, I'm just kidding. I got it 42-27. I think that's cool. 42-27 Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are just more talented than we are. They have the best offensive line in football, the best defensive line in football, probably the best receiving core in football. So, it's really difficult to battle with the Philadelphia Eagles head to head, especially when you're not a talented team. I think the Bears will make it competitive for the first 2 quarters maybe, but after that, I think it's all Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. So hopefully, Justin Fields can go in there, look good, escape, intact and not beat up, and he can go in there, look good, put on the show. But mainly, you got to think about that draft position. If the game looks like it's getting out of hand, start taking some guys out. And, let's just keep tanking for that number 2 overall pick. The Bears did drop to number 3 this past week because the Broncos lost to the Chiefs. So, if the Bears lose this game, they move up to number 2. And I fully have them losing this game. So I'm going to go 42-27 Philadelphia Eagles. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. It helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these Bears videos. Follow me on social media as I'll be tweeting live during the game. As always, bear down. Peace.